Yo, yo, yo. What up, y'all? We're doing this. 45 seconds left and we're going to start the show. Let's go. Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's me, Tony Jacobsen. How are you today? It is Wishbone Day. Oh, yo, you know what? I'm going to have to do this right here. It is Wishbone Day. Let's go. Yeah, we're bringing in some of my DJ sound effects for Wishbone Day because we're going to do this big. Come on. Happy Wishbone Day to all my fellow OIers out there. This is the International Day of Awareness for Osteogenesis Imperfecta. So you know that I had to jump on here on the OI Life channel and do some video and say hello and get down with y'all and spend some time with you. And I'm like, you know what? Let me do a live stream. Let me just do a live stream where I can just press play, press record, and we can stream, and I can do it on Facebook. I'm live over on Facebook, and I'm live over on YouTube. So I'm so excited to see who joins today and see what's up. I'm going to share this actually. Let's go over here, and I'm going to share this on Facebook. And let's see what happens if I share it over there and see if folks join us. That would be super cool, right? And and then on YouTube, we're gonna see. We have a lot of subscribers on YouTube, so I'm excited to see who joins us over on YouTube and says hello. But we're gonna get into it. This is OI Life. It is May 6th, 2025, and we are here, celebrating Wishbone Day. That's right. I got my DJ effects going. I'll be DJing on Friday night for the OI Can Dance, and that's going to be through the OIF this year. We're going to be doing a special private Zoom room celebration, and it's going to be super cool. So if you haven't registered for that, go to oif.org and make sure you register. They're doing events all week long as part of the regional support groups that are through the OIF. So they're doing events all week long, and they start at 8 p.m. Eastern, and you'll see the list of events over there on the website. And then on Friday night, you'll see the OI Can Dance Unbreakable Mix Show Experience. That's going to be fun. We're going to get down. You know how I do it. We're going to jump on these controllers, on this controller right over here, this one. And you can't see it in the shop, but it's right here, I swear. We're going to jump on the controller and get busy, and we're just going to have some fun and play some music and just get down. You know how we do it. So I'm so excited for that on Friday night. And today's been great. It's Wishbone Day, and I actually have been up. Man, I was tired this afternoon. I'm tired right now. I need a nap, to be honest. I need a power nap. But this morning I got up, and I ended up waking up earlier than usual. And I got up, and at 9 a.m. this morning, I had to lead a workout on for the OIF India. So I was hanging out with folks in India during their organization's Zoom celebration of Wishbone Day today, and it was so great because I was able to lead everybody through a workout, 20-minute workout. It felt so good. We got the energy up, and I guess the timing, it was 9 a.m. Eastern was 6 p.m. in India. I think that was it. Oh my gosh, I'm yawning already. Oh my gosh, I'm yawning already. Just talking about how early it was is making me yawn. Drink some water, get some energy up. So anyway, I had a 20-minute workout this morning with OIF India, and they were so cool, man. They're so awesome over there. Everyone was so excited. Everyone got in on the workout. We got moving, and it was just so much fun and so cool to see everybody over there. And so that was 9 to 10, and then at noon, Care for Bones, which is located in the Netherlands, they're headquartered in the Netherlands. Their network is all over the world, but they had an event that was from 12 to noon Eastern. I guess that was, 6 p.m. probably Central European time. Everybody's doing it at 6, and so I'm adjusting to when to join. But yeah, noon to 1, and that was cool because it was like a quiz. They did like a OI quiz, and all of the participants got to follow along with the quiz, and then the winner of that actually got a $100 gift card or $100 to as a prize for winning. So I was real close. I came in second, which was pretty close. Close enough. I'll take it. So that was cool. And and then T and I, we went out, we ran some errands. We got our yellow on today. I got my Stronger Than My Break shirt on. This is the 2025 design. It's a little different than last year. This one that I got is like way too big. This is like a large, and it just fits crazy. So if you do order one, just know that they run real big, because this one's like a large and it's way too big for me. I should have gotten a medium, but I just didn't know, because last year's was a large and it fit great. So I don't know. They're just different each year. I don't know. This is a Gildan t-shirt, so this one runs big. Anyway, if you are going to go order one, make sure you get a smaller size to fit right. Anyway, so we went out, we were wearing our yellow, and it was so great to just kind of get out for a little bit. And now I'm back, and I'm here. And then later tonight, we got 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern. The OIF's doing their event tonight, and tonight's going to be fun. The topic is mindful living. So yeah, that's going to be fun. So one of the regional groups is hosting that, and so that's going to be fun. But anyway, yeah, I figured I would just jump on here and do a stream, and this will be able to live evergreen on the site, number one. So I'm going to be dropping some information and some facts about OI. So maybe people will stumble upon this. Maybe you're one of those people that are watching this now because you did a search for what is osteogenesis imperfecta, and this video came up. So I hope that you find this video to be interesting, and you can jump. Hopefully you jumped ahead to this. I'll put in the comments like jumping ahead to this point in time, which is, let's see, how long have we been going? About 10 minutes. So yeah, I'm going to put a marker, and hopefully you've gotten here by now. So I'm going to jump into these facts, and I'm just going to talk about OI and what they mean. And so we going to get it on. So let's do this. All right. So fact number 1. Let's see. And how can I do this? Okay, here we go. This is good. So fact number 1 about osteogenesis imperfecta. Osteogenesis imperfecta is characterized by bones that break with no apparent cause of stress. And it's very true. Bones can break when performing simple tasks like changing a diaper or a simple sneeze. Individuals may experience a few to hundreds of bone fractures throughout their life. Now, I've had personally about 75-ish, something like that, somewhere around 75. That's the number I stopped counting it when I was in my 20s. So, and I haven't had many breaks since then, knocking on wood. But yeah, mine is about 75. But there's people, so I have type 1, and I have about 75 breaks. There's other people with type 1 that have more breaks or have less breaks. People that have other types that have more and less. So it's a spectrum, but brittle bones, fragile bones is kind of the main characteristic of OI. So it's a collagen disorder. We're going to get into that. But that's kind of the main characteristic of OI is bones that break with no apparent cause of stress. Like literally, I've broken bones where I was just kind of like moving around and something broke. And like it says here, someone can sneeze and break ribs. It's pretty crazy. It's insane, y'all. But this is what happens when you have OI. All right. Fact number 2, let's drop it. Oh, I have to turn this one off. There we go. Fact number 2, osteogenesis imperfecta is a lifelong disorder. Although many people with OI have fewer fractures after puberty, when growth stops, the genetic difference remains. So people living with osteogenesis imperfecta not only break bones, but they often experience other health issues like cardiovascular problems, pulmonary complications, hearing loss, brittle teeth, spine issues, and bone deformities. That's right. So this talks a little bit about it here where, there's more breaks as we're growing and then fewer breaks as you get older and get through puberty. So that's part of the process. It's not the same for everybody. Again, OI is different for everybody, and the effects of it can be different for everybody throughout life too. And then they say when you get older, because naturally just when humans get older, then bones start to get a little more fragile. So I'm assuming that it gets worse for OIers earlier, but that's why I'm working on offsetting that. And I always encourage my fellow OIers to do the same. Like, let's figure out and crack the code on how to do that naturally and make sure that we keep our bones as strong as possible as we get older. So, and learning how to move safely. You know me, that's what it's all about, y'all. All right, let's go. Fact number 3. Boom, boom. Osteogenesis imperfecta is a rare disorder. That's right. It's rare, y'all. Let's go. It's a rare disorder. Dropping bombs on you. So a condition is considered rare if the number of affected people is fewer than 200,000 in the United States. So very rare. The exact number of people with OI in the U.S. is unknown, but the estimate is approximately 20,000 to 50,000 individuals. That's it. So it's very rare. It's very rare. And it's not considered extremely rare, but it is rare. And a lot of this has to do with people who may not be diagnosed. They go undiagnosed for their life. So maybe they have type 1 like myself. They're not showing any of the outward signs of it. They break maybe a few times during their life, but they're like, oh, I was just clumsy, that sort of thing. And they just don't ever get diagnosed, but maybe they have OI. So I think these numbers would be extremely different if we had everybody really getting diagnosed and being like knowing that everyone was diagnosed, right? So, but this is what it is. This is what it is right now. So it's very rare. That's why it's important for days like this, for Wishbone Day, for OI Awareness Week, for us to really talk about OI and like share it. That's part of the unbreakable way, and part of my mission with OI Life is to get the word out and like keep it out, and keep talking about it and keep showing, sharing stories, keep showing people, spotlighting people that are in the community. So it's like, we got to keep talking about it. Otherwise we're not going to know about it. Right. All right. Next one. Here we go. Boom, boom. Nice. I should have a little sound effect on that, like a little. Anyway, here we go. Osteogenesis imperfecta. Fact number 4. Osteogenesis imperfecta. Look, I have a tough time saying it sometimes. Osteogenesis imperfecta exhibits a wide variation in appearance and severity. This is what I was talking about before. Every individual is unique. So people with the same type of OI may have different fracture numbers, bone deformities, and mobility. So for myself, I have type 1. You've seen on this channel. You've seen on my other social media, in my website. I move. I'm ambulatory. I can walk. I do exercises. I do some, pretty intense exercising also. But someone else with type 1 may use a wheelchair to get around. Maybe they have a mobility device like crutches or canes or something like that. And so they have to use that to get around. So it just depends. And same thing with all the other types too. And we'll talk about that when we get there. But everyone's got different number of fractures, different number of like hardware maybe that they've got put in. I've got 4 metal rods put in my legs. Other people with type 1 may have no hardware. They may have more hardware. It just depends. But again, every individual is unique that has OI. So that's a good fact to remember. Now, although there is no cure for osteogenesis imperfecta yet, Notice I put yet on the card right there. Treatment exists to reduce pain and improve the quality of life. So this is what I'm talking about right here. All right. So different plans include multidisciplinary approaches, including physical therapy, occupational therapy, surgery, nutrition guidance, and complete exercise programs. Dropping bombs on y'all. Let's go. So this is really important to know because everybody that has OI, there are different ways that people will kind of handle their OI. So there's different approaches, there's different treatments, there's different therapies, right, to improve quality of life, because we're not curing OI. And that's not the point. The point is to live our best life, right? So we want to like improve the quality of life. So, there's different ways to do it. I'm a very big supporter of physical therapy, of exercise, nutrition, right? About movement. That's the unbreakable way. It is all about movement, and it's all about safe movement, and it's all about using movement in your way so that you can, really build strength and be healthier, because that's going to then bleed over into all the other parts of your life. So as you are healthier, even with your OI, trust me, you can be healthier. Then other things in your life are going to start to feel the effects of that in a positive way. So I'm always encouraging everybody with OI to, start to move, start moving. There's no perfect way to do it. There's all different ways to do it. And I encourage you to, try your best at movement. If you ever have any questions, you can contact me. That's what I do. I'm a certified personal trainer. I'm an adaptive fitness specialist, and I'm here to help. So I want you to reach out to me on my website, and we'll talk about it, TonyJacobsen.com. Okay? So when it comes to movement, that's a huge deal. If I can get more OIers moving, I know that the quality of life for OIers is going to increase, and it's going to be so much better. So I'm so excited. Oh, awesome. We've got some folks watching. What's up, Marley? Welcome to the stream. Marley says, I was born in 99 when OI wasn't really heard of and was only, I think, 4 to 5 types at that time. Now there are 10 plus. I was diagnosed hold on, I can put your comment up here. Let's see. Do I got it? Oh, it's a big comment. Hopefully we can see it. Yes. Born in 99, diagnosed type 3. I'm just wondering. Hold on, I'm going to bring it back up. Can I bring it back up? Yes, just wondering what the process is to be retested. Okay, this is a great question, because you can get a genetic test. So you can absolutely get a genetic test. I know they're expensive, and they're really kind of difficult to get through your insurance. You got to make sure that your insurance will cover something like that. Then you have to go to, if you can, I don't know if you have a doctor right now and a medical team that is OI educated. There are OI clinics around the country. There's very few of them, but there are a few where there's like all of the doctors in one kind of place, so you can get to a geneticist. And if you can get to a geneticist through your primary care and then have that geneticist request a genetic test, then you'd have to go through the insurance. I've heard that it's a crazy situation and it's difficult to get there. But if you can just go pay for one, then just do that. But I mean, I think it's like a couple $1,000. It's kind of expensive from what I know. I haven't had one. So I'm not sure, but this is what I've heard in the community is there's, when there's talk about getting genetic testing, it's very much, it's a discussion. So you got to like talk to your doctor and see, what the possibilities are of being tested. So do you feel that you're not type 3? Is that why? I don't know. Cause that's, type 3 is pretty specific. Usually between type 1 and 4, there's sometimes some questioning. And you're right, there's a bunch. There's like 18 different types now. There was just like a new one put out recently. So I think it's 18 now. So there's so many types. But once you get past like 4, 5, 6, like it really gets specific into the genes. And I don't feel like there's too much difference. But yeah, there's so many. There's so many different types. But 99, it's so funny because it's you say 99 when it wasn't really heard of. I was born in 1971. It really wasn't heard of back then, but it was like I was lucky enough to find a doctor to find me at Children's Hospital in Los Angeles who was able to diagnose me clinically during that time. So I consider that, some doctors knew about it, which was very cool. And I'm not sure where you are, Marley, as far as like in the States, but yeah, it's an interesting thing to learn when people were diagnosed, when they were born, how kind of known it was in their world. What's up, Mary? Welcome. Mary's joining the stream, and Mary said that her test was only $250. You're kidding me. Mary, where did you get the test done? Did you get that done through your insurance, or was that done, did you just pay cash for it? I would love to know, because if that's the case, I may go get another test right now, because I would love to I was clinically diagnosed back when I was born. And so I would love to get a genetic test now. I'm pretty sure I've got type 1, just kind of based on all of the characteristics that I have. I think I'm type 1, and I'm pretty sure, but it would be interesting to find out. I've seen a lot of type 4 though, where I'm like, I could be type 4 maybe. It's a good question though. I'm wondering though, when did you get that test? Not when did you get that? Where did you get that test done? I'd really like to know. And Marley would like to know, because if it's only $250, that's pretty good. That's a really good price. I've heard that they're into the thousands, and that's crazy. I'm like, do I really need to know that bad? I know I've got type 1. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, please let us know. $250. Where did you get it done? Thank you, Marley, for commenting. I hope that was a good answer. I hope that helps a little bit. And I hope you stay connected here on Facebook with OI Life Group. Definitely. And if you want, come to the OI Life Group meetings. We do them every third Wednesday of the month, and it's on Zoom. And a bunch of us OIers, we jump in a Zoom room, and we just chat about all different types of great, cool, interesting things that are interesting to us as OIers and to the community. So I don't know, if you want to get down with that, go to my website, which is TonyJacobsen.com/OILife. I'm going to put that in the comments right now, actually, so everyone's got that. Jacobsen.com/OILife. Boom. So yeah, the link's in the comments now. Oh, that's only on YouTube. Post to all. Oh, did that comment come over to Facebook? Yes, it is. Okay, there it is. So Mary said, my insurance didn't cover it. I'm not sure if we went through Invite. Okay. This is good. Invite, is that the company? I'm going to put that in my, let's see, T-A-E. Awesome. That's a great tip. Thank you so much for that, Mary, because we want to know what's really good and what are some other options. That's what OI Life is about, by the way. Also, it's about really sharing with each other as adult OIers resources that we have and things that we're finding out, because the network for adults with OI, it just it's becoming stronger through OI Life, and I really enjoy being able to give this platform to more OIers so that we can share with one another. Let's see. I was born in VA and was raised on the Outer Banks, North Carolina. I'm honestly not sure what type I think okay. Earlier, everyone's type is different. I'm also a twin, and she doesn't have OI, and no one in my family has OI. Oh my gosh, Marley. Wow. Yo, you got to come to an OI Life group. That'd be so much fun. That's awesome that you have a twin and the twin does not have OI. This is like an awesome story. I got to hear more about this. Yes, go to that page, Marley, and you're going to see email sign up. Get on that email list for sure, because I send out emails about the OI Life group, so you'll get the links. And then you can also see, like down the page, you'll see register for the OI Life group. You'll see that button, and you can register for May's group, which is going to be on May 21st. So this was within the last 5 to 6 years. Nice. Okay. This is why we connect. Yeah, exactly, Mary. This is what I'm talking about right here. This is why we connect. Boom. This is what OI Life is about. This is, this is why I love to be able to provide this and just, give a space. Yeah, you're so welcome, Marley. Welcome. Welcome to also to the stream. And I'm so glad you commented. This is how we connect. Like Mary was saying, this is why we connect, because we want to learn from each other, and we want to, get as many resources as we can as adults with OI. Like I said, it's about networking. It's about learning what other people are doing and not doing, right? So we can just learn and thrive. So yeah, awesome. So I'm just running through the facts for anybody that has just joined. We're just running through some facts of OI because it's important to get this information out here. This video will live on the YouTube channel, which is great. It's going to be an evergreen thing that's just going to live there. And so when someone looks up what is OI or what is osteogenesis imperfecta, boom, they're going to land on this video and they're going to find out all the goodness. That's right. I'm just dropping my DJ effects, dropping bombs on everybody. So yeah. We're just running through some facts. So let's get to it and let's get back to it. There's only a few more. This was fact 5, and I did this one. So we're going to move on to the next one, which is originally osteogenesis. Oh, we were just talking about this. Originally, osteogenesis imperfecta was classified into 2 types. Listen to this, Marley. Check it out. But when I was born, long time ago, doesn't feel like that long ago, there was tarda and congenita. These were just the 2 types, and I was considered tarda. So it wasn't until after 79 that I was actually type 1. And so by 1979, there became 4 types: type 1, 2, 3, and 4, mild, lethal, progressive, severe, and moderate. And now there are approximately 18 identified types, and more the lines between these types are being blurred. So you can see, number 1, that the types don't go in severity as far as the numbers. Like type 1 is mild, type 2 is lethal, right? Type 3, and hey, check this out. So type 2, a lot of people it's deemed as the lethal type, but that's not the truth anymore. There are plenty of people with type 2 that are thriving in life. So let's just be very clear about that. We know them. We know them. They're part of OI Life. They come to the OI Life group. We're connected in the community, and it's great. So anytime there's type 2, anytime people hear type 2, especially if you see TV shows and movies where they talk about OI, sometimes they can get the facts not necessarily right spot on. So, but the great news is, even with type 2, people live with type 2. People have thriving lives with type 2, and that's an awesome thing. So I just wanted to put that out there. So all of the different types that are out there, again, the severity, I look at it more of a severity spectrum, where the type is what the type is, but it's, how severe is it? Because someone with type 1, like I was explaining earlier, I have type 1, 75 breaks around there. I could walk. I have certain limitations, but not too many. But then there's people that have only broken once or twice and they have type 1. And they're literally doing even more stuff than I'm doing. But then there's some type 1 that use a wheelchair, right? They use a chair, they use their crutches. Maybe they are not walking as much as me. So the severity type is what we really look at. And then there's type 3, same thing. All different spectrum of type 3. I've met people with type 3 that work out and do exercise and lift weights. I've met type 3 that are broken 300 times. Right? So it's the severity spectrum is what I'm really concerned about when it comes to that. So, okay, really quickly, Mary said, if you go to the OIF website, you can find a list of doctors and clinics that treat OI. And if it's just children, it doesn't hurt to call and see where they send their OI patients. Okay, this is big. If you go to the OIF website, it's oif.org. Okay? And then there's going to be a way to find a list of doctors there. They've started to put together a what's the word, directory, right? And so most of the doctors that you're going to find are going to be pediatric orthopedic doctors, pediatric orthopedic surgeons usually. But again, like Mary said, great advice. Love that, Mary. Doesn't hurt to call. Doesn't hurt to call both the OIF and that doctor, because a lot of the doctors know other doctors, number one, and they can maybe refer to different people. And then and then also maybe that doctor's like, oh, well, I can still treat you if you're an adult, right? So you just never know. You want to contact the doctors. You want to get them on the phone, like the actual doctor themselves too. Like do your best to like get the doctor on the phone. Their office may not be able to help you, so you want to talk to the doctor. Great point, Mary. I appreciate that. Thank you. You get all the sound effects. So today is a special day because it is Wishbone Day. Happy Wishbone Day. That's right. It's May 6th. Oh, you know what? I think I got this. There you go. There we go. Let's clap it up. Let's clap it up for Wishbone Day. It's May 6th right now, and this is the International Day of Awareness for Osteogenesis Imperfecta. So this day is really cool because we all wear yellow. So I've got my yellow, stronger than my brakes shirt on. These are the shirts that I actually put out each year with a different slogan, and it's really cool. So they come in different colors, but I get the yellow one for Wishbone Day. So we wear yellow. We tell everybody we know, hey, wear yellow. Let's talk about it. Let's spread the awareness because, again, since it's so rare, we got to make sure we keep talking about it. I mean, that's the whole thing. We got to keep sharing about it. And Wishbone Day is the best way to do it because, look, for me, Wishbone Day is every day because I am literally talking about OI and everything I do in the unbreakable way, in OI life, on all my communication platforms. I'm usually talking about OI because through my adaptive fitness and whatnot, it comes up in conversation, and I do a lot of work with people who have fragile bones, not just OI, but other fragile bone issues and health issues. So, as a certified personal trainer and adaptive fitness specialist, I work with people with all different types of fragile bones. So no matter what, I'm always talking about OI because I'm always telling people, well, this is what's going on with me, so I can help you, sort of thing. But doesn't mean that has to be that for you. Today could be the day for you where you celebrate and give some shine to Osteogenesis Imperfecta and really wear yellow. People will usually ask and say, oh, what is that? Why are you wearing yellow? Like, oh, that's a nice shirt, or that's a cool color, right? They'll like say something to you, and that's your opportunity to say, oh, well, I'm wearing yellow to celebrate Osteogenesis Imperfecta. And it's OI, and it's called brittle bones, and it's very rare. And, we're just spreading awareness today, and like just that alone, just putting those words into someone's ear will be very helpful. Oh man, getting a phone call. It will be very helpful to spread the awareness. It just gets people, gets people in the know. So next time when they're out and about and maybe they see something, or they see somebody else and they hear the words OI or osteogenesis imperfecta or brittle bone disease, like then that person's going to know about it, and they're going to be able to say, oh, I met somebody with that, or I know somebody whose child has that, or whose mother has that, or, so again, just spreading awareness is so good for our community, and it's so important to spread the word. So yeah, today is Wishbone Day. Let's give it up for Wishbone Day. That's why I wanted to just do this video, because I was like, you know what? I've been doing a lot today, but I'm like, I want to do something on the OI Life channel because it's very important for us to just kind of hang out, spread the word, and I'm glad it's over on Facebook too. I don't know if anyone's still watching on Facebook or if anyone's over there. I don't know. I'm not sure. But if you are, say hello. Make sure you're following the page. All right, so that's all the facts. That's all the facts. There's 6 of them. I usually do 6 to 7 of them for the week, for OI Awareness Week. Switch back to this. I usually do the facts for OI Awareness Week, which started last Saturday on the 3rd, and it goes through the 10th. So the whole week we're celebrating, and we're spreading awareness about OI. So I want you to, follow OI Life on Instagram, o.i.life. I want you to make sure you follow me personally at I am Tony Jacobsen. That's SEN. And those two accounts are the big ones where you can see that I'm going to be posting. I've been posting a lot of stuff about OI, these OI facts, these actual fact graphics. I've been posting those. You can repost those. You can actually get them for yourself. You can download them if you go to my website and go to the blog and then go to the OI specific blog post. You're going to see that there's a post there with the assets and resources for OI Awareness Week. And so you can actually download them yourselves and have them to be able to post on all of your social networks. So, just doing my best to get the word out, to share with everybody the resources that I have to be able to, just give you the things that you need so that we can get the word out. Because that's what it's about. It's about just getting the word out for folks. If you're watching live, make sure you hit the like button right now and share the video. Probably going to go for a few more minutes just to talk a little bit more about the rest of this week and what's going on. And the more we can get this, if you like the video, that's going to put it into more people's feed. So I really appreciate that. If you're interested in learning more about OI Life and what I've got going on with that, I invite you to go to my website. The link is now in the live chat, and it's also in the video description here if you're watching the replay. So go down there. It's TonyJacobsen.com/OI Life, and that'll take you to the page. And so I've created a community where I'm doing meetings every month. It's called the OI Life Group. I have this YouTube channel where I'm just sharing resources, spotlighting fellow OIers in the OI Life Spotlight, and just creating conversation. So if you go back and you watch some of the videos, you'll see it's just like, asking questions about OI, giving some fun facts about it, giving some controversial ideas and questions around it too, because we need all of the conversations going on that have to do with OI. So make sure you follow subscribe to the YouTube channel and go back and watch some of those videos. They're really fun. Like there's one that I say, do we have to drink milk? Do we have to drink milk? What are your feelings about drinking milk with OI? I want you to go watch that video and let me know on that video. It's an interesting conversation to have. But yeah, me personally, I'm all about, doing it naturally, really working on my health through a holistic approach, meaning, eating naturally, using movement, keeping a positive mindset. You'd be so surprised how much a positive mindset will help you be healthier. It's pretty awesome. What up? Bill Peace has just jumped in the building. What's up, Bill? How are you? How's life in Canada? In Canada? How are things over there? You celebrating Wishbone Day? It's so good to see you. Yeah. So I use a holistic approach when it comes to getting and staying healthy. I use movement, and I really want you to consider that. Again, if you go to my website, you can see everything. Grab a copy of my books. Learn more about what I've been doing. I personally have had an increase in my bone density over the last 10 years. That is a significant increase. It went from negative 4.3 to a negative 1.3. And that's a huge jump, and it can be done. And I have not taken any pharmaceuticals. I haven't taken any medications. That's all been done through movement, through nutrition, and through a positive mindset. So I am the living proof that can be done. Happy Wishbone Day, Bill. Yes. Happy Wishbone Day. Welcome to the stream. We're just over here, just rocking all the sound effects, man. Giving it up for Wishbone Day. So good to see you. Thank you so much for tuning into the stream. I'm pretty much wrapping it up right now. So I really appreciate everybody being here and all the questions and the great conversation we got into. And if you are watching the replay and you got this far, you are amazing and you're awesome, and I appreciate you. So make sure you reach out to me on my website or you can leave a comment here on the video, whichever you feel good about. And yeah, I'm gonna see you next time. All right, peace. Bill, peace. See how I did that, Bill? See how I brought that in? All right, we'll see you later, y'all. Bye. Abby, what's good? What's good? Thank you for coming. Oh, I moved the wrong thing. Here we go.